What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy back here at the lake today, and it is like 5:20. I've got maybe 25 more minutes of sunlight, and I'm like, man, I've got to shoot a video while I'm here. Also, let me show you guys this view. Let me switch around to the other camera. You can see what I'm talking about. Like, oh, I mean, y'all really see some sun, but here's the trail. And then here is White Rock Lake here in Dallas, Texas. Pretty huge lake. A bunch of birds out there in the distance. You may or may not see them, but they're there, trust me. And in today's video, I think I'm gonna actually talk about loneliness / being alone. Let me get this camera position right. All right, it ain't perfect, but it's gonna work. I don't want to actually I think I might hold the camera. I don't want this tripod blowing over into the dam there, because that would be a disaster. Anyways, yeah, so let's talk about loneliness. I don't know why I'm smiling, bringing up the topic of loneliness and being alone, and just being single and on your path, but shit, like, I'm going to open up to you guys a little bit. You're going to see a little bit of my personal, deeper side. I'm going to be a little vulnerable here, and I don't know why. I just, it's easier to be vulnerable on a camera than it is to just like go to the person in Starbucks and just start talking about life and shit, you know? Like, I don't know. I just think it's cool. But anyway, so it's the end of January right now, going on February. And turns out this is actually a pretty sad time of the year for me. Sad because roughly this time last year, I was kind of going through a lot of just issues with my mental health. I was on a bunch of antidepressants. I was really moody. I was emotional. I was really stressed out being a nurse. I was drinking excessively, guys. Excessively, like literally like almost like every single day. And if not, like sometimes I would just stay drunk for days on end just because I lost the will to like actually play this game of life and to just like be here. And I just didn't see the point of anything anymore. And I was fucking miserable. Then eventually my girlfriend at the time dumped me. And it wasn't a nice dump. It was just like, oh, blocked me on everything, ghosted me, and goodbye, out of the picture. God, like, fucking rough ass thing to go through. And I'd been with this girl a little over a year too, which was the worst part. Like, there was no conversation, there was no text. It was just you know, I guess she had enough with me and my drunken misdemeanors, not misdemeanors, but just my drunken actions and the person I was. And honestly, I just wasn't even myself. I don't even blame that girl. I've forgiven her. Because I wasn't acting like me, guys. I was going through some shit. I was emotional. I was volatile. And I don't know if you have any experience with, like, you know, alcohol and prescription drugs. But whenever you're mixing the two, like, good things don't happen. And you just don't even act like yourself half the time. And I know that now since I'm coming in on 1 year sober. Next month, 1 whole freaking year sober. Unbelievable. But I know now that I've just been, like, in my own skin for so long that, God, I wasn't acting like myself. I wasn't being the genuine me. I don't even know who that man was, to be honest with you. That being said, it's a sad time of the year, man, because like this time last year, you know, like I had a lot of shit on my plate, but you know, at least I wasn't alone. I had a girlfriend, I guess, for what it's worth. But then, you know, she dumped me, and then I, in turn, literally like the week after that, I had my last shot of whiskey. I'll never forget. I was at DFW airport. I was going to visit my sister in California for a couple weeks, and I just like had a double shot of whiskey and I think a Dos Equis, and I'm like, I'm fucking done. I'm not drinking anymore. This is not the man I want to be, and I want better for myself, you know? Like, I don't want to keep ruining relationships and just, you know, ruining my life, just like not acting like myself, man. It sucks. So that being said, you know, I got broken up with, and then in turn I broke up with alcohol, so it almost felt like going through 2 separate breakups. And it was tough, man. And this whole year has actually been really tough. You know, I've got some friends, I've got some family, and, you know, I love them to death. And everybody who was there for me when I was, like, at my worst, like, I love you guys. Like, y'all got my back. I will always be appreciative and grateful of that. But, you know, that being said, there is just, you know, your friends and family can love you so much, but there is a specific type of love that you just can't get from them. And it's like that love you only get from like an intimate partner or like a relationship. And kind of what I want to talk to this video about for anybody else who's like, you know, out there going through similar types of situations or issues. because man, it fucking sucks. It really does. Like, just, being single, it's great. It's amazing. You get to, honestly, most people who are single will probably never say they're miserable being single. And it's just the way society is. You're not going to flaunt that, God, you really wish you had someone in your corner or someone to cuddle with or like someone to like hang out with. But you know what? I'm going to just say it. Like, yeah, fuck yeah. Being single's okay. But I've been single most of my life, on and off, a couple relationships here and there. But I'm at the point where I'm like, fuck, I wish I had it figured out by now. I wish there was that great partner in my corner, that compatible relationship, that amazing, second person, so to speak. But like, it's just like, you gotta like wake up, like, it's not there yet. I'm hoping one day it will be there. Maybe tomorrow I'll like have a girlfriend, who knows, I'll meet some girl and it'll be crazy, who knows then. But right now, no, I'm fucking alone and I'm single, and I don't want to like make it sound like I'm just like ranting, like, oh, I'm alone, I'm so sad. But it's like, for any of you out there who are just like feeling it, like, man, you're kind of tired of being single, tired of not meeting another genuine person, tired of not having this area of your life figured out yet, I'm just here to tell you, man, hey, it's okay. It sucks. There's some lonely ass days for sure. There's some days that don't really feel lonely. There's some days where I feel completely okay and I'm fine with who I am, and I'm just, I'm great. I'm working on me. I'm trying to, take care of myself. I'm trying to work on cultivating more of a inner, deeper self-love, like love for myself. Because if you can't love yourself, how can someone else love you, And that's what I've been just trying to work on. Like, I'm trying to get to a point where I'm so grounded and just good with me that it doesn't even matter. I'm not there yet. I'm definitely working on it, but I would challenge you to do the same. You might have been single for me, it's about a year, maybe a year going on a year or 5 years or 10 years, or maybe you just got out of a divorce or something way crazier. I'm just here to tell you, like, man, it's okay. There's people all around the world like me, sitting by themselves, enjoying the view, out at a lake somewhere at sunset, thinking about life. And you're not alone, man. That's just literally where I'm going with this video. It's just like, for all my single people out there who are, just feeling kind of lonely, like, hey, man, it's okay. You're not alone. We're all connected on this planet, even though it might not feel that way at times. You might feel like nobody understands what you're going through. And in some degree, that is kind of true. Nobody else is ever really going to understand what all you're going through. Even if you just had the most perfect way to articulate it and explain yourself. Like I have days where I don't even understand myself, like, how is someone else going to understand me completely when I don't even understand myself completely? I have a pretty good idea about who I am, but at the end of the day, man, there's still a lot of mystery to me, and I'm still figuring that shit out, and I don't think there's going to be a day where I like have it completely figured out, and I think that's okay. That's part of the journey of life. That's part of the mystery of being human. That's part of the appeal of just, living your life and growing and, pushing towards something more than you. And that's okay. So for you people out there, if you're lonely, if you're alone, you're single, I'm here to tell you, hey, one, you're not alone. There's plenty of people just like me thinking the same things you're thinking. And, we're going to be good. We're going to get this. Like, the best is yet to come. Like, literally, I guarantee it. Like, sometimes you got to have just like a blind faith about these things. And you got to just believe things will work out for you. Because the alternative is you don't think it'll work out for you. And then it's a downhill spiral to just misery and pain and sulking and just, like, nothing good will come from that. So I say, given the option, you have two. There's one, believe it'll work out for you. Two, believe that it won't work out for you. And what would you pick? Like, it's honestly a no-brainer when you think about it. There's only one option to pick. Believe it'll work out for you. You could meet that person tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. But you'll meet them when the timing is right. The universe is kind of funny like that. And, I'll meet somebody good at some point. I know that'll happen. But, this is just to get you through it, guys. While you're going through the days, the monotonous days, the down in the dumps days, the lonely days, just remember, hey man, you're not alone. Keep working on yourself. And it'll happen, man. Just have some faith. It will happen for you when it's meant to happen for you. And until then, man, stay strong. If you want me to do more videos like this, let me know. Leave a comment down below. I've got to cut it short because my battery is actually about to die. I'm on 5%. Anyways, love you guys. Stay strong out there. Stay happy. Enjoy your freaking life. And if you're single and you're lonely, just be like, hey, take a big breath. You are just paying the penance. You have the time, all the time in the world right now, to just work on yourself. So that way you are ready to accept that love when it comes to you, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Till next time, done.